So I was on Facebook Marketplace earlier today on 420 Easter Day, and I saw this ad. It was up for like 5 minutes, and I instantly messaged him. Thank you, Michael Brown. You were the best. So I drove over there because I was already about 15 minutes away from him, and he gave me the title. So I got it towed over, and then now I gotta just work on restoring the interior, exterior of this car, and start driving it. I am probably the luckiest person right now on 420. I was able to look on Facebook Marketplace. I got this cool Ford Ranger XLT 1992 that was sitting for a long time, and one owner. I got it all for free. Pretty cool. Doesn't run right now. Has some mildew. Gonna get it detailed, and yeah, be able to drive it. Pretty excited. So right here, you can see the tow guy just came, and he's trying to release the brake release for the parking brakes, but it was really rusted, and that thing doesn't even really work anymore. The original owner gifted this car to his coworker, and so it's been sitting in this driveway for the past 3 years. So it was just a dead battery. The tow guy came and jump started it with one of his starter packs you see right there, and the car instantly started up. Was able to drive and drive itself up onto the trailer. Well, I didn't want to drive it all the way home since I drove my car there and I was alone, and I didn't want to risk the car dying out on the freeway driving back an hour back to Portland. So as you can see here, it's driven up onto the flatbed here. There's a lot of mildew, mold, pretty much because there is algae growing on the rear window inside of the truck. And so all that moisture from the algae just creeps into all the surfaces inside. There's a bushing that was cracked right there, and not too much rust under the frame. It's got the Corvette Rally wheels right there. Those are 15-inch wheels. Pretty nice. And there's a tow ball. There's the spare wheel. Yeah, not too much rust. Surface rust, if anything. Could be sandblasted away and then spray coated with some undercoat or something. Or just leave it be. It's a work truck. These Rangers go for like less than $3,000, $4,000 used. Some of them are even being sold less than $2,000, but probably a lot more beat up than this. Well, here it is back home. Enjoy watching. definitely gotta change that. According to the 92 Ranger owner guide, the jack point is right underneath the shock absorber. Let's take a look at where this is. There is the shock absorber. Is removing the washer, radiator, reservoir. This connector, it has two sides like this that you'll need to pry up on. It's like rubber-ish, so you can just use a flathead and then pry it on both sides and then pull it out. And then as for the hose that go to the cap, reservoir, coolant cap, you can just unplug it out. Then we're gonna remove these two bolts on both sides. I think they are 10 millimeters. All right, now that you've removed those two screws, now you're gonna just pull out this bottom hose. Here's the transmission, leaky, or not leaky, just oily. Here's the drain bolt, and here's the fill. Here is the engine engine oil plug, and it is leaking. Could be leaking from that. Yeah, that looks like that's the source right there. What is that? Oil temp sensor? Maybe. Alright, so I just pulled out the drain plug for the rear differential. This is some of the metal shavings that were on the plug, which is magnetic on this side. Doesn't look too bad, right? Probably the 11th time I flushed this, and it's still brown. Alright, here is the seatbelts that after I cleaned them and let it soak out in the sun. As you can see, the stains almost all went away. The stain I think was mostly right here, and you can't really see too much of it right now. So it did a pretty good job, I'd say. It's quite surprising. Let's go ahead and reinstall these back onto the car. Just bought some headliner fabric from Hobby Lobby for $7.79 for just 1 yard. It's all Alright, I got a question about the parking brake. First of all, this thing is super rusted out or something, because when I press the parking brake all the way down, this doesn't release nothing. And you can kind of see the lever for that spring. It essentially does nothing. And I also have another question. When my parking brake is not on, this is how much my rear wheel spins, both sides. Once when I have my parking brake pressed down, it's hard to spin, right? And it won't keep spinning. Is this normal right here? Or should it not spin at all? Having a hard time spinning. Like you should, right? Yeah. See, okay. So it spins. Is this normal behavior? Also, I found this plug. This is not plugged into anything. Is this supposed to be plugged in somewhere? Doesn't look like there's a plug anywhere for it. Alright, happy Earth Day. And check out that line back there. I just waited for probably over 40 minutes heading from that way, from I-205 Portland. But here with the pickup truck that I just fixed up just in time for Earth Day, and we're gonna go get some. Alright, you can just see how long that line goes. Yeah. Second. Thank you. And they have a program where they gave us a free oak tree right here. Pretty cool. Oh. Ooh, yeah. You gotta get momentum. She's so off balance. Oh my God, woman. You dump it right here. And then pull it back. It's gonna be hard that way. Now just pull it back and then do it again. Yeah, make sure the rest is out. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And that's how it's done.
Uh-huh.
This man does it so straight. Oh my gosh, he's even running. Camera woman, run, 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 run. Wow, he used momentum to get it off, and then he flipped it with one flick. One flick, two flick. Come on, come on, come on. You're at 30 seconds. Come on. There. Now we're gonna rush back and reposition. Ready? 1, 2. Come on, make this under 1 minute.